we were about to say the things that we were about to say the things that is in our mind. So just to utter a word, we were dropped in some certain in some certain time we were blocked, right? So I came across a man. The man is a Christian. He was preaching about that it is good that they should suffer for Christ, accept the suffering. And me, I only wrote there on the comment. I said that what I only wrote is continue to suffer. Eh? I only wrote there on the comment, continue to suffer. Before I knew, I did not see the live stream again. Yes. So so um so I was trying to is it I was trying to encourage him in the things that came out of his mouth, but he said that I was talking nonsense. It means that he's deceiving himself now. What is this? He's deceiving himself. When I was a full call Christian, I was telling God, am I the one that is begging you to still keep me alive? Eh? Who is this that is okay now? Out of what came out of your mouth, I am now encouraging you into it. You now become very angry. That means you will never do what
While Esu is muted, Esu, just know that you're muted in case it was a mistake. We are still taking show reviews. Please, if you have been active on this live and you would like to submit something, immediately we complete with 8 people. I think we'll do a maximum of 12 people give us their reviews, and then we'll take it from there. As in case, I'm just telling you, you are muted in case you are not aware. All right. So that is that. So if you want to say something, all right. Okay, thank you. Just request and be patient. We'll have a way to just. We'll have a way to just. Unfortunately, we have lost Asu at this point, so we are moving straight to Tibia Caligastia to tell us.
Greetings, hosts. It's a pleasure being here. And they said a lot of things that I had in mind. Bonzo, Truth in Love, Mike, yeah. The only thing that I wanted to just touch on briefly is the American section when we take over during that period. Sometimes I just wish the host is there to pilot affairs. Like he said, he can't be there 24/7. The host needs rest. But there's a reason why I call him the greatest host of all time. So the way you pilot the show, if it's not Panadol, it cannot be like Panadol. So, but anyways, we are trying, those of us available to pilot the show on your behalf, we try to see to it that everything goes smoothly. But the only thing I notice is sometimes when some of these those in Nigeria and in Europe, they leave and pave the way for those in America to take over, the show kind of drops a little bit because they kind of fuel the program, those in Nigeria and those taking the lead in the morning and afternoons and partly evening session. Like they are more consistent. I like me, for example, I really love to be here 24/7, but that is not possible for me at the moment. I have to still attend to other engagements, so I'm not here as often as I would love to be. But I try to be here, and try to do my parts occasionally. But we have some people who are very consistent. Some people who, if we bring them down or they leave, the show, you just notice the show naturally will just lose its zest. And, it's life, the liveliness of the show. Like if I see the likes of Dark Mind, Darkman, and the likes of Mike, all those Sims and the rest, Dark Ife, they bring life to the show. And if peradventure want to chase them or want to tell them to stop, so that will give chance for the others to come in, what happens is that for the next 2 hours, yes, the Americans will, they'll be able to pilot the show for a while, but after that, all you see is just 3 persons, sometimes 4, and the show becomes so, so scanty, as it were. So I would suggest we keep them on board while we keep creating room for those who want to join during that section. And some of us can drop to allow new people come in. The ones we've seen coming in new during the night or evening section, well, they try to understand the show a little bit. They ask questions. As usual, we explain what the purpose of the show. We try to co-opt them into the system, but after a while, some of these are Western brothers. They're no offense, so no, I'm not trying to, start a war with them, but they're kind of impatient. After like some hours of waiting, and maybe they are not given opportunity to speak, they don't understand what the engagement is all about. They just leave, and sometimes they come back, sometimes they don't. So it's just off and on. But
call names here. We call names. Call names. Call the names, please.
I'm talking about some new persons that just passers by. They are new. They just come. Maybe the IFYP directs them to the show. They are from the West. They are from America, from the other side. They are like, oh, what's going on here? We explain. We tell them to talk about the topic. I've seen some like that. And then they are eager to want to talk more, but we need to follow the rules of the game. Sometimes we'll tell them, just be patient, it will get to you, but, some of them lack that patience. But I would say I really enjoy having those in Nigeria, those in Europe, anchoring the show to still be with us so that we'll have very interesting engagement. That being said, yes, the different things that we've been doing on the show it makes this show very interesting. Like Mike said, we're not just stereotyped or fixed just with the debates. We kind of like spice things up, and it makes the show very interesting. And then we are making progress. We have our challenges, yes, but overall we are making progress, and it is always a pleasure to be here. I see a time where this show will be relayed in the international space. Don't be surprised, host. You'll be representing us in CNN and BBC, Al Jazeera very soon, discussing theological topics. And the show will grow to that extent. And it's my earnest prayer that we'll all be here to join you and participate in that. Maybe by that time, I will show my face when I go international. So thank you very much, host. I appreciate the privilege to speak.
Thank you very much, Dibia. One thing I like about Dibia is that if Dibia wants to sound like a Nigerian, he will sound like a Nigerian. If he wants to sound like an American, he will sound like an American. If you want to also show you power, he will show you power. This Dibia is a powerful man. No, he doesn't like oppression. No. In fact, if you want to provoke Dibia, oppress somebody here, you will see. He will come and rescue the person. And truly, we'll get there. All right, now, this is it. For those of them joining from Europe and Africa, I don't know how they do it. Oh no, Maiba, you're good. I don't know how they do it. King Hezekiah, thank you so much. It's good to see you. Happy new month to everybody, by the way. I don't know how they do it. Maybe along the line, sometimes you don't know when people take a break. They can go off. Thank you for being the new title gifter for Rose, King Hezekiah. King Hezekiah, please send a heart to me to become a team member. I noticed that you are not yet a team member. Let me click in the comment section what the heart me looks like so that you can click on it. You can send a heart to me. Okay, he has already done it. All right, that's perfect. Thank you so much. Now you're a team member. I think this month too will increase the number of our super fans as well. Is it we are addicted, nothing more? Okay, because I am thinking some time ago. Listen, when they spend a lot of time, and I'm referring to the Europeans and the Africans, when they spend a lot of time in the night, in the morning, they are not that active. So there are times that I have to start the show with fresh new people. Right now we are many, fresh new people. Oh, I'm so sorry, become the gym. We have to start with fresh new people, which is not bad, because man no be firewood. Man must rest. If you have done, you need rest. Sometimes they sleep on the show. So I understand what you're saying, Dibia. I understand. And I know that the American audience will never be like it will never be like this time around when the show is set. It's just like even when somebody joins this show during freestyle mode and they come back in the morning thinking that we talk anyhow here, before you know they bring them down. So, but the template is the same for the American people, and they will do a good job. Maybe a time will come when I may alternate, thank you, Hezekiah. When I may alternate, then see how I can spend some time, so what it means is that maybe sometimes we do audio. During audio, I may sleep, so I can work with the American people that time, like Dibia said, the host is the host, and then help also, at least for the Africans and Europeans, they already know me. So it's not like everybody knows me, but then we'll see how we can do that as well. We'll make all these adjustments, with good planning, see how we can balance, all these things. So sometimes I work day with the Europeans and Africans, and then I'll sleep and then work with the Americans to work in the night. That would be helpful. Maybe the other way too could be the timing. We'll find a balanced time in between, when the host is active, and then it will be, you work with both Africans, Europeans, and then the Americans as well. We'll find a balance. But whatever it is, if we are maintaining the 24-hour streaming, which we are doing now, because at least we have found a way to do it, I have to now find a time frame when I will have to step in to do the job. Okay. So thank you very much for everything you said, Dibia. I really appreciate it. And Dibia has been with me for a very, very long time. Very, very long time. And he's still here. I appreciate, brother. Okay, let's now hear from Sims.
Oswalai, as you talk that thing of some of us are here till late and we need sleep, I'm one of them. I was here till nearly 4 a.m. yesterday. I was just waiting for this show review to end so I can go and sleep. But regarding how far we've come in the show, I feel like people have touched on most of the things that, need to be said. I would really say for me, in terms of like quality, I think we need to be like very conscious of like things like, when I first joined the show, one of the reasons why I stayed and I am still staying is because we hold people by what they say. I've noticed that recently it's like people are getting away with a lot of things. Like before, when you say something, you would have to prove it, bring evidence of what you're saying. But these days it's like we're allowing people to just say anything and, we just move. So I think that's something that, if we can like pin on that, okay, it's one of the qualities of the show that you don't just say things here and say it because of saying. You need to bring some type of evidence, reference, because we're learning here. Even if people want to dispute or whatever, but at least we need to know that you're not just coming here to just dump nonsense on us. Not because, also just for your own integrity too. Not even just because, like we are trying to dispute you or whatever, but for your own integrity. Like this show, that's one of the things that makes this show better than 99% of like shows that are on TikTok. Because most other platforms that you go to, people just say anything, and they call it a day over there.
We call names here. We call names here. Call names.
It's not just no. It's not even just one person. Like I've seen this happen over and over and over and over again. Like over here, like recently, where people are just saying whatever in it and no proof, no evidence. It's getting annoying. But yeah, that is one part. I would also say, regards to like, what's it called? Topics host. I think we need to, I know this might require you to be a bit more active with topics as well, but I think we need to start finding topics that address a lot more positions on here, because I've noticed some people are getting left out of conversations. They don't, either get to explain what they truly believe or actually give their take. Some of them are just here to attack. They don't get exposed on what they actually believe on, so I think maybe what we need to start doing is, if we start giving the topics that you've been given, maybe if you start arranging them in a way that, okay, we know that today this certain group of people will be heard from, tomorrow this certain group of people will also be heard from. I know it's going to, require a bit more from you, but if it's something that if you want, you can also include the moderators and we help, or people that you trust anyways, that you think are knowledgeable in certain things, to help you with arranging those topics. So at least, because sometimes I won't lie, I don't like it when I come here, like yesterday, we are basically attacking one group, tomorrow the same thing, the next day after. Like for me, sometimes that's why I'll just stay down, because it's like, I can't lie. I don't have the energy to either defend again or to attack again. So I think that's also another thing that I think we should kind of like look into, arrangements of topics. What else is there? In terms of positives, I think, yes, we've definitely progressed a lot more. We've got even more new people now that they've become a part of the family. Like Mr. Naseda is on top of me right now. There's no day he doesn't come here and he doesn't tag me. I think he's obsessed with me, but that to the side. but yeah, we've gotten some new people that, they've joined the show based on what we do here, which is definitely a good thing. I think also with the new rules because I think even Damlexa was asking me, like, he thinks some of our rules have extended and he doesn't understand them. But I think maybe once in a while, like you always doing it before reinforcements start, if the active moderator should always remember to like remind people of the rules, because sometimes when people come in, they're always like lost that, oh my God, there's so many rules here, but the rules are actually very simple and, very straightforward. All it is send that. If you're a new person here, send that to me before you come upstairs, like 1,000 likes and share to 10 people, or send a money gun. Straightforward. It's not that hard. And you stay on mute until you're invited to speak, unless it's freestyle mode. It's not that hard. In terms of money, if you want to special engage somebody, there's a price. If you want to drop somebody, there's a price. If you want to engage the host, there's a price. That's it. There's no too many rules. I feel like sometimes we make these things sound bigger than they actually are in reality. But I think that's mostly what I think we haven't touched on. But also, yes, like you said, resolving of issues as well. I think that's also something that, we need to look into as well, because I notice sometimes, like you said, some people come over with issues that have happened like 3 years ago and, they're still hurt from those issues. So sometimes I think maybe doing the show reviews, or if it's a thing whereby there's a big issue that happens a day before or the night before, we actually address them rather than just move on like nothing happened. Because those things actually do affect some people here. I'll be honest. Me, I don't count because me, I know I've thrown my emotions away before I come on the show. But there's some people that, they're way more emotional, and it's like when they feel like something happened and it wasn't addressed, it can affect them coming back the next day or how they even interact with some of the topics. So that's all I got to say for now. I'm going to go and sleep. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sims, for your kind remarks. In fact, Mike, I've seen your hand. Mike, I've seen your hand. Why I am avoiding bringing you in now? I brought you in when it was your matter. I don't want, before you know it, everybody will want to talk. The person who submits, I will talk and the person can give me feedback. I don't want, if any other thing, we can, thank you for the heart me, Professor Damlesa. It's not even hard. This professor thing is a big deal. He left normal, came back with professor. That's literally intimidation. But we have our own professor here, Bonzo. Yes. Tell me on WhatsApp. Since when you were touching on the topic part, I asked myself a question. How many topics did these Sims submit? Sims, can you please tell the Faith Unfiltered community how many topics you have submitted in the history of this life?
I never submit though. The problem is I get scared to submit topics because I feel like the way I'm going to word it, a lot of people, sorry to say, they don't read enough. So sometimes I get so scared that if I submit the topic, they won't even understand what I'm saying properly to address it. And if you notice, I'm someone who, most of the times when I come here, I scream that people are not actually addressing topics. They're just saying what they feel or whatever rather than addressing the topic. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why I try not to, because I don't want a thing where I bring topic and people are just talking nonsense. But yeah.
Okay, thank you very much for your honesty. But Sims also has a very special skill. Sims is the only one that will look at a topic and then throw a challenge. So Sims, please keep identifying challenges, and none of these challenges is a trap. He will not be the one that fall into the traps. It's always the Muslims that fall into his traps. So I will encourage you, or the atheists too. Sim does not set a trap that we catch a Christian, or he catches people that are opposing him. So that one too helps the host. So continue that one, since I have seen your excuse for not bringing topics. Now, the arrangement of these topics. Previously, I was using manual system. So by the time that I introduced, putting these topics on, I had to use ChatGPT, and be tracking it and things like that. In fact, I started 2 days later, Mike told me, host, you can use ChatGPT or AI to be doing it. And I said to him that day that, yes, I have started doing that. It has been helpful, actually. So, and I also realized that there was a time, topic begats topic. Topic begats topic. Sometimes there will be a topic that will be treated today, and from that topic, someone will now submit. But the spreading, since I'm the one presenting the topics here, I'm the one managing the topics here, is my duty. So thank you. Okay, no problem. Since Mike has spoken, we'll drop Mike and bring you up.
Me, I'm going to sleep soon. Mike don't even drop.
It is we have Muslim, 7 Muslims. So if you drop, when I finish with you, then you can drop and
okay,
bring you
thank
back.
you.
All right. Yeah. Don't striving, no problem. The unless that you has requested, that's no problem. So the point I'm making is this. So I need to be careful so that it doesn't get boring, so spread it across. But then, let me give you an example. The last time, yes, Divya, please. People should go and sleep. Intelligent boy, you will say something. You give show review. Now, let me quickly say this. the last time that Chief submitted topic, he submitted about 30. That time he was planning to go to India, for medicals. So that was a lot of topics. And his topics were, Chief, his topics were across every group. So, for example, Striving submitted 5 topics. 5. He will submit topics whether you like it or not. He will submit topics based on his understanding, his position, his bias. Everybody will submit topics based on their own mindset, and that's the reason why I love the way we all submit topics here. Because if a topic is coming every time from me, it will be one way. It will be boring, But because there are topics that you guys submit, I can't even think of such topic in the first place, and it's worth it. And then when the topic is brought here, it was wow, this is a good topic. I love this topic. It's not me. So when all of us are working together, it's better. That's the spice of life, variety. So I appreciate that. So I will encourage those that are not bringing in topics to bring in topics. Clef, unmute your mic, please.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Have you brought a topic here before? I think you did mention that you bring a topic or something like that.
Yes. I mentioned that, but I think the topics that were being discussed these days is just making me maybe think about the topic I was planning to bring, because I was trying to elaborate more on it and make it like.
But have we discussed your topic here before?
No, sir. No, at all.
Oh, okay. So it's not like you submitted a topic that we've not discussed, right?
No. I don't
Okay, that's what I wanted to clarify, because I wanted to be sure that I'm not sitting on the topic. Now, someone like Simple One joins this family, loves the whole thing, and he has been submitting topics. In fact, all his topics are blockbusters. His topics are, but you see that his topics too will always cause war between Christians and Muslims for Christians to win the battle. But in the words of Perez, we have seen Effendi submit a topic here that nearly finished him as well in his position. So, but all I'm saying is that if you have not been submitting topics, please submit topics. Submit topics. When you are submitting topics, please, the ones on Rastafarianism did not fly. Unless you're going to bring the ones that will talk about it. Sims, yes. Go ahead, Sims.
Yeah. So it's not just about like the topics. I'm saying like in terms of arrangement, how they come. Like you said, some topics, they work well together, which we have seen, which has been great. But like I said, I feel like, again, there's still some topics that I don't know, like I'm saying, I feel like if you include some people in helping you arrange these things, it will really help, so that at least some other positions can be addressed. Because let's be honest, for like almost a month now, there has been no topic addressing atheism. Like, it's been Christians versus Muslims. Like, even rarely we go into believer versus non-believer over here. It's just mostly Christian versus Muslims. And atheists have to either take a back seat, or, some people will now say they're biased because they pick a certain position. But, at least even them, sometimes even the spiritual people on here, they just have to come up and they say one line, and then you hear them say, I have to leave this for the people who are in this fight, because again, some of these topics leave them out for too long, if you get what I'm saying. So it's not like the topics we have are not good, they're great. But I'll just say, like, in terms of arrangements, like, okay, maybe if we have a topic that is mostly for Christians today or Muslims tomorrow, then we can go into something that covers everybody and allows everybody to give an opinion from their positions, and then we can go back into whatever, if you get what I'm saying.
Yes. Okay. I'm going to let's listen. 1st April, the topic we treated was, if God is just, why are most religious leaders men? This topic was looking at it from the patriarchal order. I'm trying to remember who brought this topic that day. And then the 2nd of April, we treated
It was I am.
Okay. I am, yes. I am or Legion, yeah, one of them. Now, this one says, 2nd April, was Jesus actually God or was he a human prophet? Now, 3rd April, if your current worldview turned out to be wrong, very good topic. I'm trying to remember. Okay, Truth in Love brought this topic. You know, because the things are long. So we have seen atheists submitted, now spiritually submitted. This one says, is 4th April, is Satan the villain or just God's persecutor? Then the next one has to do with resurrection. C says, was Muhammad influenced by Christianity or close to it? Then 7th April, if real objective morality exists, would you follow it? You know, I think this one was submitted by either Ebelekis or so, I don't know. And then the other one says, can Israel stand independently 8th April of the Bible or does it rely on it? And that controversial topic. 9th April says, is it true that there are no contradictions in the Quran or does? Okay. And then seems, remember that there was a time that we couldn't even bring up Muslim topics here, you know, because we didn't have Muslims then to really defend, you know. Then can a Christian woman seek for divorce? If she seek for divorce, this one talks about marriage that day. Does the Bible contain contradictions or misinterpretations? What is the spirit world, heaven or whole dimension? This one was Ebelekis, and I remember. Then this one says, is the Trinity biggest barrier between Christian and Islam? 14th April. So in two weeks, the topic of the Trinity shows up. 15th April, the middleman problem. Why God said is always the words of man. Demystify brought this one. And atheists brought this one. 16th April, what is really the Injil? Let the Bible and the Quran speak. This one was brought by Dawuda. 17th April, what is salvation and what is value if it is obtained after life? I think this topic was brought by an atheist or so. I can't remember who. Our generational causes real. Our generational causes real. This one was brought by Sophie. Between Jesus and Muhammad, who is a role model for society, this looks like simple one's topic. Then 20th April, if atheists have no moral foundation, where do religions get it? Atheists. Do some spiritual leaders act more like politicians? This one was my topic. Why did God want Adam and Eve to lack knowledge? This one was submitted by I Am. I Am does very good in submitting topics. Who is the best moral example between the Abrahamic faiths and creates better reality? 23rd April. Then can the world survive? 24th April. Can the world survive without religion? And should atheists practice religion? Atheists mentioned. 25th April. Are most public in tongues churches just noise without interpretation? 25th. Is God our Father? Are we the children of God? This topic was submitted by a Muslim, right? Yeah, submission.
Submission, yes.
Yes. 27th April. If AI can preach, pray, or interpret scripture, who was, this one is general, everybody is involved. That one was my topic. If you believe in Deuteronomy 18:18, the one that caused problem here, why are you not a Muslim? Effendi submitted it. Which Abrahamic framework best regulates and fulfills human sexual desires? 29th April. I think this one was striving. And then 30th is divine power. Is it divine power or just the human mind at work? Placebo. This one was Jeff. Okay, anyway, your position is well noted, seems. I'll do my best to make sure that we spread it across. Just that when you bring up topics at times on atheism, you see many atheists that day. Vicky, for example. Even your engagement, some people, their strength on this show is when they engage others, not when they are being engaged. Immediately, it is on atheists. the atheist people take a very serious defensive position, build a very serious wall and barrier, making it difficult to penetrate. You ask questions, they want to turn it back. And, you know, the atheists, their excitement is when they are fighting the Christians, especially those of them that were once Christians. So they enjoy the show when they are the ones, you know, it's not a topic against them. Once it is a topic against them, you see them gaslighting, and then they will take, even some many times, they don't want to be serious with the answers they give. They start playing like that Ife, you know, they just start misbehaving, you know, like they are not themselves anymore. You understand? Intelligent boy, I don't know what you're raising your hand for that. I said I don't want to start getting feedbacks like that, because if you give me feedback, everybody will want to talk. You know, you will see that they don't want to, they won't say anything. And then before you know it now, their answers will not be, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. You know, as if they are not supposed to answer questions. But if it is the other way around, you will see them very aggressive. Then they will say, host, this person is not answering question. This person is not answering question. But if it is the other way around now, you say they will be laughing. You know, that is what they do. That's what they do. They won't engage. They won't want to. A topic against atheists that day, you will see their behavior. And that day too, they will punish me, the host that brought the topic against them. You see, the gifting will reduce. The money will reduce everything. So if it is you check which one drives financial traffic. You know, there are topics that, how many times have you even seen Tiger fight with an atheist? For her, it's Muslims. So there are people that their strength is against Muslims. Someone like Ebuka doesn't have any need for an atheist, because in the eyes of an atheist, it's almost like them, since he says that Joseph is the father of Jesus, and then he's always fighting the people that believe in Trinity. Once a topic is on the Trinity now, he always say, hey, this is my best topic, oh, my sweetest topic. Then you see him, he has not even done anything. He has come. He has reached orgasm. Nah. Then you'll not be fighting people up and down. He doesn't want to listen to, and then he'll be saying Greek. You know, like we know everybody here. That's the thing about the atheist topics. You see them, they don't, before you know it, they won't even want to come up. They won't even want to be on the panel. They will dodge the panel. They will dodge the panel. So, you know, all these things, the show must go on. You know, this is a show. So we have to find a way to spice it up. It's just like you are a DJ, you're playing music, and you realize that this song you are playing, nobody is dancing, they're not enjoying it. You have to find a way to make amends. You know, change the music, you do you introduce new jam, bam, the party scatter. Everybody start, hey, everybody starts starting, they start dancing, and Sir Best has reached member level 25. Congratulations. That is what you do as a host. You have to change and see how people will enjoy it. So at the end of the day, their time here is not wasted, because people are here, people are listening, people are enjoying the show. And they need to have a memorable time. Anyway, so thank you very much, Sims, for everything you said.
Host, one more thing before I go. You mentioned about like people turning their video cameras. I think it's a very good idea, but I don't think if we make it a compulsion, I think it will cause problems, because sometimes some of us are at work, we're on the move, things like that can't allow us to turn on the cameras and stuff. But I think if you make it definitely optional, that is it something you can do? Yes. Then obviously people who can do it at the time will. But if we make it compulsory, it might affect some people coming up and stuff. Because even look, someone like Bonzo was saying that he's camera shy. Some people are hiding their identities. They don't want people to know who they are and stuff like that. For someone like me, I don't care. If you go on my page, my face, it blasts there. So, but I'm just thinking of other people. So, yeah.
Yeah, you are perfectly right, and that is the reason why currently we are making it as an appeal. We are just, it's not a compulsory. No. We are not made it compulsory yet. we're just saying we are appealing. Maybe with time, because we're weighing these things. You see, the 24-hour streaming comes with unintended consequences. Right now, I am consuming more than 300 gig in a month right now on internet, because while this is going live, the other one is recording, and then we're also uploading. And what I'm telling you is what it is. And now look at the other thing is that we have increased the time of before it used to be 15-hour show. So imagine 24 hours streaming, and then we are also recording that live and uploading the live. So a lot of things are happening, so these are some of it. So we are not we're uploading it on Facebook, on YouTube, on TikTok. So we have about eight platforms currently. We have 4 pages on Facebook where we're uploading. We have 2 YouTube. We have 3 TikTok. So 3, 4, 2. Yeah. So that's the number of places we are uploading. We'll soon start uploading on TikTok, on Twitter and Instagram as well. So we are doing a lot. There were some people that were supposed to come and start working full time as editors and things like that. When they didn't show up, we had to continue. So we need to put out this content out, because you see, when we started recording these things, and I sit back and listen to what we say here. That time we said it and we laughed, and then it is gone. There are things that even Angelic will say, maybe I'm not recording because I'm uploading. It's gone. You know that this show is funny. Serious things are happening here. So those captured ones will help, that for people who don't even know about it, when they stumble on it, they will watch it, and then before you know it, our contents will start going viral. It will be everywhere, and the people that are here, there are people that they are stakeholders, as in they're always in every conversation. Ace is a household name here, for example. So if you are not active on this show, if you're not forthcoming, it will not be easy. So the point I'm making is that as you are actively involved in the show, and because from what I'm observing, uploading them, many time uploading is Darkman and somebody, like that. You see these people, their name and their voice is uploaded. They are becoming popular. Not people know you here, but those that don't know us yet, that we are marketing these things to, these are household names on this show. There are household names on this show. And you see, by the time we are introducing this show to the world, we have already improved, familiarized. We are no longer children. We are no longer novice. The host has gotten better in hosting. The modern, everybody is better. So what people are seeing is quality conversations, coming from this group of people. So, and we are always eager to examine areas that we have made mistakes and areas that we can improve on, because in management, they say, if you keep doing the same thing, you keep getting the same result. And so if you think you can get a different result by repeating the same thing, then you must be crazy. So that's why if you want change, if you want to improve, you have to measure performance, you have to analyze it, and then give feedback. So we're on track. So thank you very much, James. On that note, we are going to listen to our beautiful sister, the Confidence Gym. Confidence Gym, let me give you your time for show review.
I mean, a lot has been said. Just